I go in the why, I get angry. Like man, this place. People like, what happened, bro? You was just smiling. I don't want to talk about it.
It's all right. When you come over here, we'll help you conquer your fear.
There you go.
It depends
But
on the
you gotta get
way.
over here first.
Listen, I tell everybody it depends on the way. I have a slight. If somebody, this is why I tell people I don't play around water. I slightly turn homicidal for a minute if somebody pushes me in water. Hopefully, I'm able to
Oh, see,
woosah and
okay.
catch it.
Then I'm not the one to be around. So I got suspended from school when I was like, no, say 8 or 9. Because me and this other kid at school, and it just so happened to be the kid that was bullying me.
Oh, this year will be the Cat Sixes. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we were playing a game in swimming class of dunking each other, and I held this kid's head underwater a little bit too long, and the teacher saw me and not him. So
Yeah, that's shit. I can't play with that. That's attempted murder in my book.
I'm an adult now. I promise I won't kill you. I'll just help you conquer your fear.
Nah, it ain't gonna be that. Yeah, that's what that lady said. I still remember what she looked like to this day, and if we ever cross paths, we're gonna have a conversation.
You so funny.
I'm dead ass serious. It sounds funny, but I'm dead ass. Let her cross my path. Y'all gonna see it on the news. Maybe Byron, the instructor, spazzes out in Walmart.
Hey, so what deal with August, man? What? Because I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm trying to put my August schedule together right now.
Yes, August is looking good, man. We got a couple more vendors. One of the guys in there, Fridge, we trying to get him out there. We got another giveaway, but I can't talk about it yet. I gotta talk to the owner tomorrow.
I ain't even heard the first giveaway yet.
Exactly, me either.
Oh, that means y'all must have skipped some Mindset Mondays. Yeah, that's my. So no, Kwaku, you did tell me. Kwaku, you did tell me you was missing them.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Thank you very much.
I know, and I appreciate you, and I praise you. I appreciate you, but you know what it's about, Nat. Come on, you know when we do these details, it's vampire life.
I need to get as much beauty sleep as possible.
It's vampire life.
I can't be out here scaring people anymore.
Listen, that's not looks. That's your energy. You walk up like you want problems, and you got the English accent.
See?
Oh hell no! You ain't doing me like that.
She walk up like, do I look like the one you want to fuck with? And they're like, oh shit, nah.
No, I was in the gym today, and there was a guy that trains, and I was having a conversation with somebody, and he asked the person that I was having a conversation with if I had finished with the machine that he wanted to use. So I was like, hey, you can talk to me. I don't bite. He's like, no, but you're scary, though. I was like, I haven't even said 2 words to you. Like, man the fuck up. Anyway, moving quickly on.
That's why main man was nervous. Yeah, we definitely we trying to get some more dope giveaways. For one of the ones, people gonna have to work for it, man. We're gonna do some stop the bleed stuff. We're gonna have White Side Tactical come out, and for the people that go, you're gonna have to participate with them to be a part of this one challenge. And I gotta see how spicy we're gonna make it, because you really gonna have to work to win.
Okay, you ain't said nothing but that.
Bring it on.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun because we call names out. We might give out tickets, put a number on your badge, and we just draw. Yeah, you won, nice. But we want to see what you gonna do when you got that pressure on you.
I will say this: I may be willing to give an impromptu hand-to-hand or maybe nice seminar, or not seminar, maybe a nice little thing for about a half hour, 45 minutes. If the situation arises sometime that weekend. I'm just saying, if my arm is twisted enough, I might, do a little nice little.
We might have to work that out. Oh, Trini the shooter. Pat, what up, Pat? Yo, check out the gun.
Everybody keeps saying they be like, hey, I gotta get with you with the knife thing. I get you the machete thing. Man. Oh, you doing axes? I gotta get the knife. I'm like, I'm like, I do shoot. I mean, I'm not that bad at shooting, but everybody wants the knife and the hands and stuff. So I'm like, all right.
Listen, cause that knife, everybody carry a knife, but it's like you carry a knife, but
Listen,
you don't know how to. You don't
everybody
know how to
carries
really
knife
get busy
everywhere.
with a knife. Like you got a knife and you know how to open it, and but you don't know how to work your knife most likely. So people want to learn how to work that knife.
I, if I did so when I show when I do like small groups, or if I do something short or something small like a half hour or something,
What's up,
I
Preston?
teach people how to use a knife so they can use it that day. They can go home in that day. Yeah, I can do the whole single teros, this and that, and give you a whole bunch of stuff. And nah, when you leave, you be able to whatever you learn, you be able to use that day, and you should practice that. That'd be more than enough to protect yourself. Everything else is just
That's some good
fancy.
We
stuff.
see. Look, we might add that for the VIPs. We might do something select for like the next three or
Let's do
four
that for the
VIP
VIPs.
tickets. You get 30 minutes of some knife work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're gonna have some extra waivers because
Shit.
we gonna have an
There's
extra
always that one
waiver for
person.
us in Kwaku. Because
I
we
mean,
want
hey, if you want to do something like that, I'll bring down some practice knives.
cool.
I'll bring down about 10 or 20 practice knives, and some they'll just be plastic, so you ain't got to worry about no extra waivers. And ain't nobody gonna hurt nobody. If they already signed the first waiver, it should be all right. We ain't gonna be cutting nobody.
I'm just saying, man.
Speaking of knives and machetes, I was searching a young gentleman as he was attempting to enter my venue, and he decided that it would be funny to try and bring machete into the venue.
Yo,
Really?
Nat told me
Yeah,
about this. Who brings a machete to the club?
Was
Like
he
somebody
Jamaican?
that's not very clever.
Was he Jamaican? Did he have a Jamaican background?
No,
he's
Nigerian.
he's British.
Nigerian?
Was he? Oh,
Nigerian.
librarian. I thought he was
Nigerian.
British. Oh,
Okay.
Nigerian.
I could see that. I mean, if they
Yeah,
were if they were like Africa or from the Caribbean, I can definitely see them, because that's a big thing down here.
but
Uh,
the thing is, so
Anybody?
the difference with that, like I hear what you're saying, but he's British born.
Oh
Well,
well,
well, y'all ain't got knives. Y'all got a knife problem. Y'all ain't got a gun problem. Y'all
We
got a
do,
knife
we
problem.
do have a knife problem.
Preston, you know what's going? We gonna turn up, Preston. We acting up. I got to get with you too because me, Sully, and the gang. I think Trini the shooter. We're gonna be down there for a couple of days doing some content.
Yeah, people have got to stop trying to bring naughty, offensive things into my venue because I'm getting tired of removing their property off of them because it's a shitload of paperwork that I really don't need to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? Okay, so
I just like how that sounded, bringing naughty things into my venue.
so so Nat. So Nat, here's the thing. Especially with I'm getting back into the industry a little bit. Um, who do you guys partner with to deal with people with knives and stuff like that? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not actually swinging on you or stuff like that. But
So, no, so it was just by chance. So I searched him as he was coming in, and he had a machete in his waistband. I told him, listen, you got a choice. You either go and put it in the car, or I'm going to break your face. So we don't have we have so it's just literally the police. We would just have to call the police and hope and pray they turn up in time before somebody gets stabbed.
So,
now,
so
have you guys done any training to deal with people who might have a knife before they get there?
Not as not not anything that would be beneficial in a fast moving situation.
so Nat, let me. I'm Kawaku's manager for international things. So what we're trying to negotiate and facilitate
Dude, I get
is
what
a
he's trying
knife.
to do, and you ain't his manager. The man's
listen,
got a mouth of his own.
listen. Nat,
Hey,
me and you are cool.
I'm just trying to justify me going over there to go visit right
I
now.
can help you justify it all day long. We need you.
Jack.
Bring your butt over here. We've
All right,
been needing you.
Yo,
let's make sure let's set something up probably in the next 4 to 6 months or something like that.
remember, Nat, the
If you
budget
get the
in
people,
euros has to be good because Kawaku needs an assistant.
No,
I
he
do need an
doesn't.
assistant.
I need his assistant.
You're already over there. You got to be part of the class. You already legally dangerous in the UK, okay?
Whatever.
But you could be our
Listen, I keep
liaison.
telling people, people don't believe me. I am the nicest bully you'll ever meet.
That part. What up,
That
I
part.
know,
Keith?
right?
Instructor Kelly, what up? I'm the nicest
Um,
bully you ever
yeah,
meet.
I mean, I know a bunch of companies that could definitely use it because, knife crime is a real big thing over here.
Yeah.
I can send you video upon video upon video upon video of serious knife incidents. In the space of the last, I'm going to say 5, 6 weeks, I've had 3 knife incidents at my venue.
At
Oh,
your venue.
so the one you was just talking about with the machete, that was new. That wasn't the other one.
The one that I'm telling you about right now happened. When I called you when you were in Walmart with Jay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that happened that night.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How bad did you guys get hurt dealing with those situations?
I've got friends that have been stabbed. Luckily, I've never been stabbed. I've had a few close calls. It's a real thing. And these kids are so reckless with it. What was it not last week, the weekend before, we took a screwdriver off a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screwdriver.
East Coast Badger Protection, what up? Henrique, what up? Yo,
Because if you can't carry a knife, I mean, or a box cutter, like in New York, it's a box cutters. Cats with box cutters.
yo,
But
them, New
you
York,
just
they
need
be,
something that pierce, because really all they're doing, if they're not waving around going like this, which doesn't happen all the time,
No.
they're gonna get up close and they're gonna just stab you. So you just need a piercing tool, a pen, a pencil.
I always have a pen on me. I always have something of that nature. I'm notorious for keeping pens in my hair because it's the safest place to keep it because ain't nobody getting close enough to touch my head. The problem.
Do the Asian bun with the chopsticks with
Like
the metal chopsticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm talking about,
the problem with training over here is, there's such a lack of wanting to train, to want to be better, because everybody in this industry nowadays, they think it's, you get the license, you stand on a door, you get paid easy money.
Hootie hoo, what up, man?
And when the shit really hits the fan, everybody runs. Now,
Notification scar, that's what I'm talking about, man. My bad, y'all. I was talking to my man Hootie Hoo on YouTube.
Yeah, so you already know.
Yeah, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Like I'm old in the industry, but that being said, we have to evolve with the times, and we went through a stage, especially in London, where people were walking up to people and throwing acid in their face.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Sully, Hootie Hoo on YouTube.
So when I'll see if I can find it. There's a place. It's called Shoreditch. It's probably about 15 minutes from where I live. I used to work there regularly. They are known for these Somalian gangs that walk around with swords, machetes, any long knife that you can think of, and they openly brawl and throw acid in each other's face in the middle of the road. I'll see if I can find the footage and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Any of that stuff? Because we don't have acid attacks down here.
Yeah, we got firearm violence.
Yeah, but even down here in Florida, every once in a blue moon,
you'll get it.
I'll get, somebody will go to the trunk and pull out a machete. Or like me, I have my machete right in the crease of the door. So, some people keep like little bats or whatever when you get out. I keep my machete there. So that's where I keep my machete. Yeah. I got my gun on me. I got my knife on me. But if I have to pull out the machete, we do a Book of Eli and go to work.
Right. 100%. Listen, sometimes it's needed. Like I'll take videos of the venue that I'm at the moment, and we're in such a precarious position because we're down an alleyway, so you can block it off at each end and trap the trouble in between, like in the alleyway. It's so dangerous.
Mickey, what up? Heavy Metal Lifestyle. Yeah,
Yeah,
trapping
it's
somebody with a
perilous.
knife, that's like a rat, and you corner him. Cause now he might have ran, but now he don't have no option but to choose violence. JP, what up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
when I go to work tomorrow,
Sinead, what
I'm gonna
up?
send you footage of the walk, the alleyway, and the front door. It's ridiculous. It's pointless.
Can you guys use batons?
Nope.
So if you doing
Everything
security
we
work,
do is
you
hand
it's
to
just
hand
hands.
combat.
It's all
It's just
hands.
hands. Huh?
Yep.
Hand to hand combat, and even if I am using reasonable and justifiable force to defend myself or defend another person, I can have my license suspended pending investigation. Once I'm cleared by the police, no charges,
What's up,
etc.,
y'all?
etc., etc., the licensing authority can still choose to not reactivate my license. So then I would have to go ahead and appeal for my license. Then, once I've won the appeal and I've regained my license back, I still can't sue for
What's
loss of
up, y'all? I'm
earnings.
still trying to learn
All
this
right. So I tell you
YouTube
what, this
live
is this
thing.
is what I'm gonna do just for you, Nat.
I'm good
And
with.
and we can set something up so you can make some money and I can make some money and I'm gonna come over there. This is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna build you a curriculum. I'm gonna build a curriculum just for you. And we can talk about coming over and training and doing whatever and blah 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 blah. For bouncers and what it is, or security, or whatever you guys call yourselves over there.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. I don't mean any disrespect.
No, of course.
But whatever you guys do over there, and what it is it's kind of what I did with juvenile corrections. I started this when I was doing juvenile corrections because we can't hurt the kids. The kids can call abuse and we get it investigated. So I've done this, and I've used this with training with a couple of police officers that I know. And what it is, it's one, having enough ego to stand up for yourself. However, having enough ego to not go beyond that threshold to where you want to start hurting people.
Yeah.
And it also incorporates teamwork. So teaching people how to, because it's not just me fighting you. It like what the cops have been doing over the last couple of years, because they have cameras now. I'm not going to touch you until I get a partner.
Yeah.
I'm not going to address this call until I get a partner. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but you don't walk up to the person until you have a partner. Your partner's there. If you're the main one talking, that partner's not saying anything. Because we got too many people talking at the same time. People get all or whatever. So you're just there for support. And if you attack, I attack. We're gonna grab, we're gonna do whatever, and you keep your calm and so on and so forth. So everything I've learned, I've done and I've utilized. Pretty much, Patrick Swayze was my prototype in Roadhouse.
Amazing.
We'll talk it out. We say whatever, and then if we gotta throw hands, we throw hands. Actually, as long as you don't swing, you can talk all this good stuff. That's fine. I'll walk you out, no problem. The moment you swing on me, that's a different story. I take it personal.
Sight.
All right, let me.
And I've never had anybody. I've had 2 people swing on me in the years of me doing bouncing and stuff like that. And I'm a small guy. I'm only like 100, I'm like 200 pounds, but I'm thin. I used to be like 175 or whatever, 160. And like I said, I'll walk you out. You can talk all that good stuff. I'll move you out. Oh, get your hands off of me. Okay, I'll get my hands off of you. I'll walk you out. As long as you don't swing. You swing, we take it to the next level. And even then, I have to be mindful of how I attack or approach you, or what I do, because I'm a Taurus. I have all the patience in the world. But if I get mad, That's it. And I rarely get mad. I've had my managers stop me twice in the 4 years I worked at this bar. They stopped me twice where they had to put their hands on me. I'm the small guy. My managers were big, but they're like 250, big guys.
It's always us short ones, right?
Yeah. So they had to stop me and pull me off the guy or push me away because I'm always stopping them. I'm like, let me do my job. I'll put my hand on these big guys' chests and they'll walk and be like, oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
And they're knocking people out on the nights that I'm not there. They're knocking people out, the managers it's not rough, the place, but it's a hole in the wall local bar. So
Greg then switched his Instagram now. Fred, what up, Fred?
So all the stuff that I do, I can bring that experience to you guys about talking this situation out,
sure.
Having partners, dealing with the stuff. This way, even the scary people, if it's done right, the scary people who may not have the nerve to address the situation, but they get the experience of being involved in the situation as well. Because more experience you get, the more confidence you build.
Yeah.
So,
what was you about to say, JP?
No, I'm just gonna kind of freaking piggyback on what he's talking about. So it boils down to two things. One is a psychological game. Two is escalation of force. So first of all, like you were saying, you don't want to lose your cool, right? So if you can stay calm in the conflict, it's controlled chaos in a sense. So if you can stay calm in the conflict, you can directly bring him down to your level or that person down to your level. You never want to go up to their level. So you want to bring him down to your level. Number two, again, escalation of force. Like you were saying, if I can walk you out just by talking to you, I'm going to do that. If I can use the crowd to my advantage, I'm going to do that. Once I have to go hands-on, I go hands-on enough to get you sustained, or not sustained, subdued. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to, if I can get you on the ground, using, a move to put you in cuffs, using a move, I'm not going to then go to a baton or a mace or a taser or anything like that because I don't need to. At that point, you're already subdued, you're already under control. The problem is, I think a lot of times people get, ego's one, and they get caught up to say, hey, I can, I have the support of this company that I'm working for or the company that I got the contract with, and so I can pretty much do whatever I need to do to get this guy on the ground. It's like, no, you cannot. So there are certain, granted, each state is different as far as, what they allow and what they don't allow, as far as the licenses and stuff you need to have. But for the most part, escalation of force is just that. Like, if you exceed your escalation of force, you're going to be in trouble no matter if you're justified or not.
No, 100%. I completely agree. The issue that we have over here in the UK is the licensing authority is privatized. They, unfortunately, the curriculum that they've set out is not fit for purpose. It's my children could get out of some of the restraints that we are allegedly taught, and even when doing everything by the SIA handbook, you're still ending up being pushed under the bus, and unfortunately, nobody wants to train. There's not that sense of urgency to want to train and as I said before, you've got a lot of these guys who, they'll get a license. They think, easy, stand on the door, run your mouth, and, nothing, you're untouchable. But it's not like that. I've watched men be stabbed multiple times. I've watched men have their faces. I've had grown men stamp on my face because, the security team haven't been able to control the situation and everything's got out of hand. I mean, granted, that was in my younger days, but, it still happened. Ever since the licensing authority was founded, the security industry in the UK has gone to shit. That's the only way to explain it. And, we have a lot of migration within the UK and a lot of immigration, and a lot of these immigrants that come from countries that, are not necessarily English speaking. And a lot of these people don't have the right vocabulary and the right mentality to work in these high stress environments that can be very, very mentally and physically challenging.
Now, as far as let me ask you this: what is your vetting process for people that come and joining your team?
So at the moment, for the company that I work for at the moment, basically, do you have a license?
Damn. So it's easy. If you got the license, you in.
Yeah, we're at a stage where we have. It's so easy for you to set up a company over here. It's like that overnight. You can set up and dismantle a company literally overnight.
Wow.
Man.
Maybe I need to do an international company and have a Torian Solutions UK branch. You know,
Hey.
I have to pay.
You do realize I'm not staying in the UK though, right?
My tactical, what up?
I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK at the moment, but I'm headed stateside permanently soon. So.
Okay.
Oh, she about to
I
get
haven't
her
decided yet. I was
American
thinking Florida, but
boy.
you guys get too many hurricanes.
Yeah.
It's a hurricane. It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
I promise you, it's no big deal.
That's crazy.
Kind of thinking
Texas is cool too. Well, if you come down here, you got a job. I get you in. You got a job.
I appreciate you, but yeah, no, the UK is really not where it's at the moment. It's everything.
Unfortunately, it's sad because you see it with some companies here in the States as well.
Yeah, fact.
I know.
If you got a post, you get a job.
And like you said, the biggest difference is the training. Not only the company standard of the training, but the individual wanting to better themselves, whether it be the firearms, hand-to-hand, de-escalation tactics, anything. And not every way is going to work in that particular situation. So it's good to have multiple tools in your toolbox, so to speak, multiple techniques and tactics to use to diffuse the situation. Yeah. But like you said, not a lot of people want to train it, and I've seen it within the military. I've seen it within private security sector. I know Byron has seen it. I'm sure, brother, you've seen it. So it's unfortunately it's going to be one of those uphill battles that we're constantly going to have to fight. Yeah. It's going to take people like us, as to push the narrative to make sure that these guys are getting trained and the right people are being vetted and put in these positions.
This is how bad it is out here, down where I am. If you talk about clubs, now the biggest thing over the last year, everybody's getting tacked out. Everybody's asking people to tacked out. Technically, we aren't supposed to have rifles. You can get trained for rifles, you can get certified for rifles, but you're not supposed. The only time you're supposed to use rifles in the state of Florida is if you're guarding critical infrastructure. Only time you can use shotguns is if you're doing like an escort or like escorting jewelry or in that type of situation. Everybody tacked out. They got their plate carrier on. They got AR mags. They sitting in front of ARs, or they got the AR close to them and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I feel you. I had to take mine off for this particular place where I'm at right now, but I was doing the Jewish school, and they certified it. They asked us to be tacked out. Well, we were already tacked out, but they asked us to have our ARs when October 7th happened last year. So we're like, all right, bet, no problem. I had my shotgun in the car. I had my Mark 18. I was walking around for about a month with my Mark 18 close by. I didn't think it was going to happen at the school, but we were authorized to do that. But after that, that was it. Yep. Down here, you got kids. You got a G license for your gun. All you can do is just buy a tac vest. You can put whatever. If you can carry it, you can carry it. And people will carry their guns. No real training, or they're wannabe guys or wannabe gung-ho guys or ex-military or wannabe military. They didn't go to the military and they got felonies, so they can't be cops. Or they got a record where they can't be cops. They don't pass they don't get chosen to be cops. Yeah, they don't get chosen to be cops because, they need cops down here. And they pick some questionable people to be police officers. But, since they're not there, this is the next best thing. And then they ask for ridiculous prices. They actually get paid premium prices, and they don't do any type of training. They're just looking the part. It's terrible.
This is a thing with over here. You know, I've said this a number of times on Byron's channel. We can't carry pepper spray. We can't carry mace. We can't carry brass knuckles. We can't carry batons. If we get caught with
Batons. I like that.
screw you, Byron.
You better not get shaky.
Listen, we're not doing this today. I am putting my foot down.
Byron
Yeah,
at the dark. I'm trying to tell you at the 11:59.
Listen, it's 2:51 here.
That's why
I'm
you could get
still up for
cheeky.
you.
You can
need
get
to stop
cheeky. It's
doing
early
this.
for me.
Whatever. Yeah, if we're caught with pepper spray, CS gas, or a taser, we're looking at 5 to 7 years in jail.
Wow.
Yep. If you're caught with a knife that is a 3-inch blade and it locks, you're looking at 2 to 5 years.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
You-
technically, you can just go in there unarmed and all that. So all you have is your hand and your
Everything. Yep.
Pretty
and
much.
Even to have handcuffs, you have to be licensed.
Oh, I can train y'all on that. That's,
Yeah, same here. You have to have
Been there, done that.
Here, so.
Got it. Yeah, I've had my license for the last, I want to say, 10 years.
So this is what I do. One, I don't use handcuffs because one, I'm not a cop. Two, handcuffs, especially when you lock them, they actually create more problems. They can hurt the person, and they take too long. You got to double lock and stuff like that.
This is where I'm going to argue with you. It depends on what cuffs that you're using.
Well, now here's the thing. Now, I don't use handcuffs. I use zip ties. Zip ties are easier to get on.
Yes.
They're easy to get on. They don't cause nearly as much damage, and they're easy to get on.
Sometimes people just need to, it's called
No,
karma.
I feel you. No, say less. I feel you. I got it.
Hey, Nat, I think they were talking to you.
Don't worry, I know exactly. I agree with both of you. I carry both. I have cuffs. Well, I carry like one pair of cuffs, and then I have 2 zip ties.
So I don't carry cuffs regular. Like I don't have any cuffs at the moment. I'm about to reorder some. So
Give me the furry ones.
Cuffs. Don't make me kick you off your own stream. I'll kick your ass into next week. Stop playing. What was I saying?
Talking about cuffs. They're talking about cuffs.
Yeah, you're gonna get a new set.
Yeah. So I mainly use mine at festivals. So where I do rapid response. We don't really use them in clubs per se. We don't really have the need for zip ties because we have, stupid, what's the word? Kidnapping laws. Because people like to scream kidnap real quick. So yeah, we kind of leave that to the police. The only time I really did use cuffs was when I do my secure transport for people in mental health crisis.
Yeah.
So that's where I mainly use them, but I haven't really done that for a while.
So in the UK,
so the cuffs that we use, they're not ASP. They are, I can't remember what they're called, but basically they are. Let me see if I can get a picture of them. They are rigid cuffs, so they don't have the chain link that a lot of police use. They've got like a tough plastic grip, so they stay in the position. So you could do front stack, rear stack. You can kind of you can lock them up however you need to, and they have a lot less range of motion than a lot of the cuffs that police use in the US.
that's true. But the only thing with rigid cuffs is you gotta really head them in the wrist lock or something, or they're complying. Because it's a bitch getting
100%.
cuffs on because you don't got that wiggle room.
Pain compliance is a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Beautiful thing.
The insurance king said, "Does insurance probably have a firearms exclusion?" I'm not sure who they were referring that to, but
What was the question?
does your insurance policy have a firearms exclusions? He said, "Hello, I'm not sure, but the insurance king, if you were referring to that, she's in the UK, so they can't have guns, can't have knives, can't have batons. You just got these
You
hands.
basically can't have shit."
Georgia, if you have the right license, yes, it does. As you know, but Yeah, Georgia, you have to have the right license to carry the firearm, and then your insurance has to be able to have it to a certain percentage, and then be able to cover that for like incidentals and stuff like that. But
yeah.
In Georgia, how easy is it, or what's the process of getting a security company in Georgia?
To build a company itself, it's pretty generic, as you know, a lot of states are hard to get a company. Then want to get the actual security license, then you have to go through the states. You got to take a test. Then once you take the test, you'll give it to the Secretary of State, and then they'll issue your license. Granted, you pass, and then you have the right insurance to go with it. So you have to have, I want to say, if I remember correctly, 5 years at least minimum security or police experience. It's either 3 or 5 years. I can't remember off the top of my head, but for the most part, getting the company started and opening the company is easy. Getting the actual licenses, that's going to be the time-consuming part. Like I said, the test. So it's a state test. You have to build a curriculum, obviously, to get certified to guys to get their green card. Blue card. Which, license it. And then you have to renew it every 2 years. I think it was now. Something like that. Yeah, every 2 years.
I think it is too.
Yeah. So.
Like I said, I've been doing security for a minute, but I just started my own security company. So I'm not trying to stay local. I'm trying to, branch out a little bit, mostly with the executive protection, just, traveling with people and stuff like that. Since I've been networking and meeting some people. So it might be me traveling and doing bodyguard work for a celebrity or something like that. So some places I can carry my gun, some places I can't. If I need to pick people, maybe I'll pick some people contracted from that state or something if I need a team. So I'm just trying to think of different options. If I want to build a company back home in LA, where I'm from, or where I grew up anyway. If I want to build a company in Georgia, because to have different headquarters, I'm just going through ideas.
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree on that. It's definitely good, I think, to outsource, or at least, have contact with the different states so that if you can subcontract. I know with some states, as far as, I can't speak for everything. I know for Georgia, we had a spot in Alabama. Byron, you know exactly what spot I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But because it was in Alabama, but they went through a Georgia company, we were still able to work and be covered in Alabama. So some situations you can do it, but again, we talked to Alabama PD, at the city, their PD and everything, like they knew us. It got to the not to reminisce, but I mean, it was to the point down there where they're like, "Yeah, just call us when you guys are done. We'll come pick them up." But so we had legality backing us, the legal side backing us to be able to work and operate in Alabama based on they reached out to us, and they knew it was a Georgia company, all that stuff. But at the time, that was a buddy of mine's company. I ended up taking it over, at least that spot. That's what actually got me, made me open up my own. So,
that Alabama spot cut the check, though. They could.
Because, and it's like kind of going back to what we talked about earlier, like they want them premium numbers. Like, yes and no. Like, I'm going to charge you the premium when you want the premium. If I can bring the premium. See what I'm saying? And that was the difference. And that's why I was able to charge the amount I did, because, you're paying at this point for skill and knowledge of doing the job, not just the appearance of it. You know what I mean?
What's up, Danny?
But yeah, you do get some places that do want to lowball you too, which is kind of
facts. They're everywhere.
But then you get the staff members that want the premium, and when you say to them, "Well, why should I give you the premium?" they can't answer it.
Facts. Yep.
Well, this is the thing. Everybody want premium, but they be trash.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, exactly. At my venue, I do all that paper.
Hold on, my bad, Nat. I just wanted to say something while Danny in here. First off, get your tickets for 2A Summerfest. And after you get your tickets for 2A Summerfest, check out Defensive Unicorns. Go on her page. And I forgot, Danny, I'm about to butcher your name. I think it's a Pee-wee shoot, but it's something for the kids where the kids get to come out. They get to learn about farm animals. It's on the farm. It's a dope day. Kids get to actually learn about guns, shoot. It's a good time, and they get to see farm animals. Like,
Nice.
I know I still gotta get mine, man. I already called you about it, so I
yeah,
still gotta get mine.
Yeah, like, these guys, they want the premium. Why should I give you the premium? What do you bring to the table?
Oh
Are
yeah,
you going to
100%.
run at the first sign of trouble, or are you going to stand firm and back your team?
you know what they
You know,
do?
the guy that I dealt with on, was it Saturday? I dealt with him single-handedly. I had 3 guys on the door with me that night. They stood on the wall. One of them even had the audacity to lean up against the wall with his foot up and watched me.
Oh, he chilling. He chilling. He getting
Oh, he
paid, and he
chilling.
relaxing. That's
He's
crazy.
relaxing. He's so relaxed, he's practically horizontal.
Yeah, that'd be the last time he ever worked with me.
Right.
I mean, but good.
Yeah,
You know what they say? Good help is hard to find, man. So.
Facts.
The point I'm trying to make is, what do you bring to the table? What are your medical skills like? Can you do CPR? Can you do stop the bleed? Okay, yes, part of our training is you have to have a basic first aid course, but what have you done apart from the basics?
And I'm glad you said that.
Not only do I deal with, the children, because we do, once a month, we do an under 18s event. So I do all the paperwork for that. I do, I'm the medic for all the nights that we have, because who else is going to do it? I'm the only female on the team. I do all the shit that nobody else wants to do, but that yet they want their premium. And as a female, even though we don't have enough females in the industry, we still get lowballed.
That's crazy. I will say this. This is probably why you love being over here. And it's so crazy. I had so many,
It's just the
and
accent.
JP, you probably experienced this. Kwaku, you probably did too. Where somebody be like, "Oh yeah, man, how much I'm getting paid an hour?" Like, well, what's your background? What experience you got? And they just want to pull out their armed guard card. Like, yo, that's cool. A lot of people got those,
Right.
but what else did you do?
What substance do you have?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that I work with, I'll interrogate them. I will interrogate them like MI5 on crack. Where have you worked? How long have you been working? What made you get into the industry? Where, who have you worked with that I know? Who can really vouch for you? Because if nobody can't vouch for you, boy, you might as well start kicking rocks.
That part. You gotta have somebody sign off for you that I know and I trust their word. Like my man, Agent Greg, he in here. We didn't work together a lot. And Greg, just to piggyback, well, what Nat was saying earlier, you will not be allowed. We cannot go to UK and do.
Why can't he come?
Because he likes to tase people and spray people with OC. See, OC is an attitude adjustment.
Okay, so not that we're technically legally allowed to do this, but I can arrange for that shit to happen, really. I haven't maced anyone for a while.
I love
I
it.
haven't slapped anyone for a while, and I haven't maced anyone for a while, so, I need to get some cheap thrills this year.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd much rather be tased than maced.
Facts.
I hate being maced.
Tase me. Because that OC, that's still in your spirit. That don't just go away.
Byron, that's what I see in the comments.
Huh?
I see your friend Carol's in the comments.
Who?
Carol.
Oh, yeah, Carol here. Carol always showing love. Uh-oh, we got Big Will in here. Big Will was there. Big Will was in Alabama.
So, what's interesting? You guys said tase, and there's a on Instagram floating around a video of me getting pepper sprayed and tased. I had palm on one side of my face, saber red on the other side, and I got tased. It's out there. I'm just saying. And
if you can find that footage and send it to me, I would greatly appreciate it.
It was one of my training videos when I got certified for pepper spray and taser.
Oh.
See, so I've been out of Idaho. I've got friends that are in the bounty hunting business. So I did a bounty hunting course through them, and I got taser certified through them. Pepper OC spray certified through them.
Kyle, you going to prison, bro. You said dead ass, you makes me, I'm shooting the room up blind. You going to jail.
I mean, in all honesty, getting tased is not that. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I can't get
When
tased.
it's
I've got
volunteer.
heart problems.
Listen, once
When it's volunteer.
when you get tased, right, and it's
Have you,
over,
speaking
it's
of tasing,
over.
Have you been tased, Byron?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yes. Not and it was so I got dry tased, but this is the thing. When you get tased, once it's over,
It's over.
60 seconds to a 2 minutes later, you're good. With OC, like I told you, that joint sizzles. Listen, it's this is why I say it sizzles in your spirit. Cause it might stop for a little bit, and then an hour later you think you good, your skin
Bro.
start tingling, and then they come back.
Let me tell you. So when I got certified on it, right, I was in Atlanta. You know where I live at. So I had to drive from Atlanta back to where I. Bro, that was the worst drive I ever had in my life.
Yo.
I had to pick up and make it. I was like, man.
I had to take my contacts out because this was also impromptu because we were doing a gun class. I think we just added that on, right? It was one of the days that we're doing one of my certifications for instructor or something like that, and we just added it on. We just did it right then. I had to take my contacts off, so I had to go to Walgreens to go get a cover for my contacts. I didn't have any glasses, so I had to drive home with my face burning up. And after an hour or so, it cooled off. I took a shower that night, about 4 or 5 hours later. And apparently, some had gotten in my ear, because that's what happens. The water reactivates everything. And I didn't realize, I thought everything was scrubbed up. It was a little warm. I'm like, all right, great.
They didn't even tell you.
But once that water got in my ear, that was the worst night of my life, dude.
Yeah.
Because apparently that everything, and it's so sensitive. The skin in your ear is way more thinner than the skin on your face. Oh man!
Listen,
I've been pepper sprayed a few times, and the last time I got pepper sprayed, it was accidental. We were working a venue, and the state had come down to do like a spot check. And there was an incident that had filtered down to our venue. And we were just like, our venue was just caught in the crossfire, and the woman got scared, and she just let off her pepper spray, and it fully, like, she opened a whole can of spray on us.
the insurance king, where do you specialize in getting insurance at? Is it nationwide or is it state specific? What states you work with? And here go Big Will talking about something. Let's have a spray party. You go ahead, tap me in via Zoom. I'm just gonna watch.
Exactly. That's
No.
same level talking about let's go hunt bears.
Now,
I'm good.
I was kind of with the bear thing from a distance. We're gonna bring the 50 BMG out.
There you go.
Kyle said OC make you want to kill an MF. Listen.
But y'all can go hunt bears if you want to. I'm gonna sit at the house and you can live stream it or something. So when you start, I'm gonna be like, yep, there you go.
When you get